What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode, and today we're going to be doing some more server setup. So we added all the add-ons that we wanted to do, so we're gonna get into jobs, and we are going to get into like the actual server. Alright, again, I am using FileZilla. I am not going to be showing any Lua script tutorials. So if you want to do that, there's a good YouTube channel with over 20 videos on how to Lua on YouTube. All you gotta do is just look up some Gmod Lua, and then there's gonna be a YouTube video on that. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go start with this. So first thing first, we're gonna get with the actual server setup name with like our name. So the main server setup is going to be in our CFG files, which is our configuration files. So we're going to go Gary's mod and then CFG, our configuration. You're going to find many different types of configurations. So the main one I'm going to be working with is the server.config, which is going to have all our things. So we have our new Gmod server hosted by the atomic.gg. This is our host name. This is what's going to come up when we look through our server list. So if we look through our server list in Gary's mod, this is what we're going to find. So this is what you're going to name it. So let's say you have like I don't know. So I'm just going to name it something. Atomic Network Dev Server. There we go. So then we have this SV password. I showed you last video. I wasn't fully talking about it, but this sets a password for your server. So if you want to make it where only you could join the server, or only the people who knows how to actually only the proper people that have the password could join. So whatever I type in these parentheses right here, and after the restart, it'll set a password, so you won't be able to join until you put in the password. Alright, down here is the beginning or the basic server limit. So max props 100, max ragdolls dolls 5, etc, etc. Alright, so then you also have God mode and no clip and all that. So those are the basics for this. I'm gonna go ahead and save this file, and now we're going to get into actual like full development. So last time I added DarkRP Modification. This is basically where our jobs are gonna be located. You're gonna have many different other things other than jobs. So we're gonna open this up. We're going to have Lua, and then our add-ons, license, and our readme. I'm just going to open up Lua. None of that matters to me. And this is where you're going to find some things that you're going to mess with. So, obviously, should be oh my god, I can't speak. It's obvious. You should know what this is. This is our language. If you want to change it, you can change it in here. Blah, blah, blah. You know that. Our config, this is where we're going to be able to actually edit some of our things. So let's say it is a I don't know, an SEPRP, and you want to disable all the shipments. You just set these to true. The reason why we're setting to true is it's called disable default. So if we want to disable it, we got to put true. So like, yes, we want it disabled, or false, we don't want it disabled. All right. So if we go back into our server right here, push F4, we have our citizens. I haven't made these jobs. These are the basic jobs that comes with the DarkRP. So if I want to disable these, I'm just going to set all these to true. So I'm just going to set all these guys to true real quick. There we go. We have the shipments. So inside our server, if we go into our shipments folder, which I can't access for some reason, okay, we'll just get out of it. We got our weapons here, we got our ammo, all that. like screen, camera. These are a part of the add-on pack I just installed. But these are the main basics. You got your printers, you got your cooling cells, etc., etc. Actually, I believe these money printers are actually mine. I'm not sure. Yeah, you got the okay. So yeah, purple printer, red printer, etc., etc. This one's not. This is our custom. There we go. All right. So if you don't want any of these, set them true, etc., etc. Since this is gonna be a DarkRP, I'm just gonna leave the weapons or the shipments, entities. I'm going to get rid of the microwave, money printers, gun lab, and drug lab. And then we have our disabled defaults for food. We don't gotta worry about that. We don't got the food in here. Door category or door groups. These are the groups of the doors. So you could, if you're an admin or in moderation, or if you have access to set the door groups, you could just change it from there. You got your ammo. So from the ammo category, next to shipments and weapons, it's going to be here. So you could either, if you want people to spawn in ammos or not. You got your agendas, you got your group chat, hitmen, etc., etc. Alright. Next thing, we have our settings. This is where we're going to find all the settings. This is where most of our things come in. So you could just look through. I'm not going to get through this. You could read our comments down here. Everything that's here is going to be in here. You could set things like your speed, how much money you make, etc., etc. I wouldn't worry about the money, because you could do that through jobs. Alright, that's our main thing. Alright, so after you're done with this, we're mainly in development. If you're a developer, you're probably mostly going to be working with jobs in DarkRP Modification. So I'm going to show you custom things, DarkRP custom things. This is where all of our add-ons and all of our scripts we make is going to be, and it's not hard to make. Alright, so we're going to have agendas, ammo, categories, demo groups, door agendas, or door groups, etc., etc. Can't speak, so I'm just going to get on with it. So first things first is we're going to make a job. You can make it through C# or not C#, Lua, but I'm not gonna make it by hand, mainly because it takes too long. Don't feel bad if you use a DarkRP job generator. It just makes things go faster. So the first thing you want to do is, before making a job, is make a category. Without the category, it will cause an error. I'm just going to get rid of all this. I don't really need this. And we're going to get on with the category. So I'm going to go to Tools, Gary's Mod, and this is where you're going to find all your things. You have job generator, shipment generator, ammo generator, etc., etc. So I'm going to go with category generator. We're going to have to name our category. I'm going to name mine, Civ. Right, so we're going to choose what type of category it's going to be. I want jobs to be under this category. Since I'm going to make a civilian, I'm going to make it yes or no if you wanted to start expanded or not. I'm going to do no. Sort order, where it's going to be at in the actual F4 menu. So what I'm going to do is, I want it to be at the very top. So I'm going to do 1, not 25, I'm sorry, 1. You can choose your color, whatever color. I'm just going to make it green. And then I'm going to do generate code, and here we go. I'm going to copy that, go back here, and then paste in here. So now we have our category. And we're just going to save that. It's easy as that. Fast, it's way better than doing it by hand. All that. Alright, next thing we have is our actual jobs.lua folder. This is where we're going to be pasting our jobs. and there's a few things that we have to look at here. So first things first, if you're actually working on jobs, this Gmod.default team, this is where our default team is going to be when you join the server. When you join the server, this is where you're going to spawn as. So what the team underscore citizen is, this is what our basic job is going to be. Then you got the game mode.civil protection. This is basically the police. Whatever team you put under there is going to be under there. We don't need that. I'm just going to get rid of that. So yeah, you got the DarkRP.add hitman team mob. This is going to be our team mobs or hitmans. I don't need that. I'm just going to get rid of it. And there. So the game mode.default team should always be below the jobs or it will cause errors. But now we can actually start this. So tools, Gary's mod, and then job generator. And here we have to work with. It's quite a bit, but it's not hard to do. So first things first is our team ID. I recommend choosing a different team ID for every single job. It can be the same, but if you're working with like Billy key cards and all that, I would recommend changing every single one and making them unique. So first things first, I'm gonna make a citizen job. So I'm gonna do team underscore citizen. You can make it whatever you want as long as it has team underscore before it. Alright, now we're gonna give it the name or a name of this. So we're just gonna call it citizen. It's gonna be it. And then the category, this is going to be our category we made earlier. If it's not under a category, it's gonna automatically go to other. So I want it to be under civ. Next thing's the model. So to actually get the model, you go into your server, press an old C and go to player models. You're gonna find all the models that you want. So find the model that you want. I'm just going to pick some random person. Yeah, this guy will be our citizen. You're gonna right click, copy to clipboard, and then paste in models. Alright, if you want it to actually like paste into that, you could just do comma on this. Alright, now we're gonna fill out the color. This is gonna be the color of our job. I don't really care, so I'm just gonna keep it black. Next, the description. I'm just gonna say you are a civ command. Every command has to be unique. If it's not unique, you will have a Lua error and it will break your server until you fix it. So I'm just gonna call it civ. Alright, next thing is the weapons. You just choose what weapons you want it to have. I'm just gonna give it keys. That's really all they need. Again, just right click, copy the clipboard, and then paste it and comma. The job, the player must to become a new job. So basically what this means is you have to become a certain job before you hop on this job. So let's say you are a police, or you want to become police chief, but you have to become a police officer first. So you have to hop on the police officer, and then you could change to the police chief. That's basically what that means. Next thing, salary, how much he makes every few minutes. I'm just gonna make it 30. Max players that could be on this job, I'm gonna make it 0 for infinite. Access, who could access this? Everyone, admin or higher, super admin or higher. I'm just going to choose everyone. Vote, if somebody has to vote to be on this job or not, I'm gonna say no. License, do you spawn with a gun license or not? I'm gonna say no. Demote, whether you could be demoted on this job or not, or demote others on this job or not. I'm gonna do yes. I want people to be able to be demoted on this. Actually, no, my fault. No, it's a civilian. This is like the basic job. You have the custom check, where if you are a certain rank, or you can make it where it's restricted to players that could pass a check, or visible to everyone. And then if you make it where it's restricted to players that could pass a check, you could choose a method, which is job, by groups, or by Steam ID. And then if somebody fails the check, you would do this message. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. You got the type configuration. This is basically a quick access for like a mayor, chef, medic, hobo, or cook. So I'm going to just turn that off. So basically what this means is if you want this to be a mayor job, you would just push yes on that, but I'm not going to turn that on. Next is the spawn configuration where you edit the health and armor. I want this to have 100 health, 0 armor. Other configurations, demote on death. So this is for like the mayor. So if after you die, it switches you to a different job. Basically, if I was a mayor and I died as a mayor, it would change me to the civilian job because it's the basic. After all that is done, you can generate code. If it says that if it says error, you generate your code hasn't been made, you probably missed something up here. It'll usually take you somewhere. So like this. Let me go ahead and get this guy again. So I missed a model. Generate code, and it's gonna tell me this field is required. So alright, after that I generate code, copy this, and then I go up here and then I'll paste it in here. Here's our basic job, and there we go. So after that we could just do a quick restart on with our server, and then everything should be configured and we'll load into the server. Alright, it says our server is up. So now I'm just going to check on a few things before. So DarkRP real quick. Let me just refresh this. Atomic Networks dev server. As you can see, it changed my hosting name. And now we're going to join this real quick. Alright, now we're loaded back in. So we don't have any Lua errors, so that seems good. So we are going to make sure everything loaded in correctly. So we do have our civ category, and then if we open up this civ category, nothing's popping up. That's lovely. Let's see. Oh, okay. That's why I didn't mess up on anything. Okay, so if I'm gonna go ahead and switch to this job real quick. And if we open over to civilian, everything's here. So the reason why I wasn't able to see is because I was actually on the job. As you can see, I can't see camera repairman anymore. But if we click on it, you are civ keys. So when we switch to it, all that. So there's something, I'll go ahead and show you this real quick since it's in settings and you can navigate through settings. If you're making an RP server and you're getting annoyed of not respawning when switching your job, we are going to go meet with our little DarkRP settings. So Lua, and then our DarkRP config, and then our settings. So we're gonna go ahead and look through here, see a lot of talk, custom jobs, custom spawns, door warrants. We're looking for something called no respawn. Here it is. So no respawn is set to true. So enable no respawn. So basically when this is true, you don't respawn. So we're gonna go ahead and set that to false and save that. There we go. Alright. So that's basically everything you need to know about DarkRP. See, is there anything else I gotta show you in DarkRP? Okay, actually there's one more thing I'm gonna show you in settings. So in the settings, you could actually set up what you spawn with when you first join the server, or what admins spawn with. If you see when I switch my jobs, it gives me a bunch of things that is not given to the civilian job because I am an admin, and also because it's an auto given. So right here is the default weapons. So this is a list of weapons everybody spawns with in the server. Since this is DarkRP, I'm not gonna take it away. But if you want to, if you have like a what do you call it, a Star Wars RP, and you want to give them specific weapons, you could just get rid of all this, put quotes, and then paste your weapon ID in here, which again, you just right click in the weapons and then copy the clipboard. The other one is admin weapons. So all the admins will spawn with us. So as in here, it says weapon underscore keypad checker. So when I go here, I should have a keypad checker. Weapon checker, see, yeah, admin keypad checker. And that's why I spawn with as an admin. And then you have your default laws. So if you have a DarkRP, you could set up the default laws for law boards. Then you have your pocket blacklist and all that. Right. So I'm gonna do another thing for the DarkRP. I believe I added Xenon F4 menu. I did not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add that real quick. So if you don't know how to, if you don't know how to install add-ons, again, you could just watch me real quick. So let me find it. I believe it was over here, Xenon F4 menu. So I'm gonna open that, go here, and then open up my server for Gary's mod, add-ons. Then I'm gonna go get my file, open it up right there, throw it in here. And that's being transferred, so there's 40 files to go. There it is down there, Xenon F4, and now it is done. Throw this in Xenon F4, the license. Now I can just close out of that. So before I do that, I want to go ahead and go back into my DarkRP modification things, DarkRP config, and then my disable defaults. Then I'm going to go to modules, and then the F4 menu. I'm going to go ahead and disable this because I already have another F4 menu that's being added, and then I'm also going to disable the HUD just in case, because I'd rather not have errors. Sometimes they could cause errors, sometimes they're not. Really depends on your host or how you add it. But there we go. Well, yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know about DarkRP and adding jobs to your server and setting up your server. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and please leave a like and subscribe for daily uploads. Well, not daily uploads, more like two videos a week. I'll probably do one tomorrow. But if you have any questions, leave a comment down. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.